Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 69 and 70 by Stephen Grant and Mike Zeck. Super cool team, creative team on a super cool book, Legends of the Dark Knight, one of my favorite Batman titles ever. Can't wait to show it to you. So hit subscribe, hit like. I'm going to cue the intro and I'll be right back.
MichaelFitzTroytv Comic book art critiques. Snark, pizza, and sarcastic ways. Levels and geeky gaze. Sadie's comics rule the day. Hurry up and turn that page. MichaelFitzTroy.
All right, here we go. So I've been on this Mike Zeck kick. His Punisher covers were awesome. I can't wait. I hope I come across that Punisher limited series because I know I have it somewhere. I covered his Captain America Wolverine crossover, which was super cool. So I feel like he did a ton of work for Marvel and maybe not so much for DC. So it was really cool when he came over to Batman Legends of the Dark Knight along with Stephen Grant to do this story. Criminals. Batman's undercover in jail. Very cool. The art is amazing. The printing is on this book is so much better than what was like other books were happening at the time. So I think this is such a great glimpse at the amazing Mike Zeck. And he's also inking it himself. Usually he's paired with like John Beatty a lot, and John Beatty's a great inker for him. But I kind of like it when pencilers have the opportunity to ink themselves, you know, given that this is like sort of like a fill-in issue. You know, he 2 issues scheduled probably for 1 hour, so I think he must have had a little more time to draw it. You know, of course, there's no way I would know that for sure. But Batman Legends of the Dark Knight was such a great series. Just like an anthology featuring like top-tier creative teams and exciting sort of non-continuity stories. I'm not saying that they don't belong in canon. I'm just saying like they don't fit into the monthly grind. They sort of go outside of that, which I think Batman lends himself very well to that anyway. That's why, you know, a show like Batman the Animated Series works so well. Oh, we have to look at the other creators here. There's that Zeck signature that I love so much, by the way. So Stephen Grant, writer. Mike Zeck, artist. Willie Schubert, letterer. Digital Chameleon, colorist. All right, Digital Chameleon. You're doing a good job. Very cool splash of Batman there. A little bit of Toth vibes, I say. You know, Toth has that very sort of sparse black and white. I'm spotting my blacks. I'm using negative space to maximum effect, and it looks freaking amazing. So I always wondered if that was Dave Stevens' art. It looks very much like Dave Stevens' art. If you know, I suppose I could Google it, but I'd rather have one of my MichaelFitzTroytv sleuths answer the questions in the comments. Give us something to talk about. Since I feel like looking through these books, I am just looking through my comics with my friends and commenting on how cool they are. It's funny because I feel like this may have been influenced a little bit by Batman Year One, because it's totally giving me those vibes. How David Mazzucchelli's art is like super noir, and while highly detailed, a little more sparse, a little more Alex Toth in a sense. So I'm totally appreciating the art here. I love it. Because I would have thought with him inking himself, it would give him the opportunity to throw in a little more detail and stuff. But yeah, he is definitely leaning into the Mazzucchelli Year One sign. And is he just walking butt naked down the halls of jail? And this is before Bat Wang and the Lee Bermejo, Brian Azzarello deal. So, I don't know. I think Mike Zeck always kind of drew hot men. And you may or may not agree with me, but who cares? Nightmare, one legend's dream is another's nightmare. Legends of the world's finest. I feel like I must have had that because I absolutely adore Daniel Brereton's work. This looks very cool. Written by Walter Simonson. I need to look that up. So great, see? And I love the colors too. Yeah, this is definitely like the step sister of Batman Year One, I feel. It just has that look. What a great concept, too, like Batman undercover in jail. I mean, totally bad idea, right? Especially since inevitably you think that he's going to, you know, have to show up as Batman at some point. Great. Like, what an imposing figure. Mike Zeck draws an amazing Batman. He draws very, like, Punisher, very, like, manly, sort of, like, over testosterone, sort of, like, his characters definitely have girth and weight. It's kind of like the Ben Affleck Batman. Looks like he could totally kick your butt. So that was part 1. And here's part 2 and another amazing cover. It's funny because, like, just as an artist, I immediately appreciate such things as, like, his amazing perspective and just how great this is. Like, you know, so much thought goes. Comic book covers are just crap anymore, like, by the big two. Like, they're so design-oriented, they're so dark, they're so boring. And these are just, I mean, who wouldn't want to pick this up? Batman getting strangled with a chain while throngs of prisoners cheer on the other inmate. I mean, come on. Give me a break, will ya? As my friend Ed Gremley used to say. Here we go. Loving this. Just, like, so much great, like, negative space. The spotting of blacks is amazing. A true artistic master right here. See, that's the other thing about my channel is, like, I like to present it almost in a sense as, like, for artists to pick up little things and just notice, like, great uses of comic book. You know, it's funny. See, this shows exactly why comic book, like, how effective all the cliches or sort of tools of comic book storytelling are, like sound effects. Like, if he were not a tap, 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 it almost gives us motion to the, you know, the panel. The officer is walking along the cells and tapping his nightstick on the bars, and you, without the sound effects, you sort of wouldn't get that sort of flow in a way. So I support sound effects. I support titles. I support speech balloons on covers. I support support hose. Things got lit in the prison. Batman makes his appearance, as we knew he would. It's a very David Mazzucchelli looking Jim Gordon right there. Loving it. Love Mike Zeck's art. He's such a great classic comic book storyteller and just, like, such a fun style. I feel like he's highly underrated. I know that he definitely has popularity and appreciation. I mean, Kraven the Last Hunt was, like, such a great thing. I mean, he drew the first Secret Wars, love it or hate it. Just pretty darn amazing. Love his work. So much fun. Props to Digital Chameleon here. Maybe Digital Chameleon, I don't remember completely who colored Batman Year One. Now, this is one that I want to get into. Dead Man, illustrated by Kelly Jones. Yes, please, and thank you. I love Kelly Jones. Bernie Wrightson influenced art is amazing. He always just does such a great job, and I need to cover him more. Anyway, another great imposing shot of Batman looking down. Such a great book. This is such a great series. If you guys love Batman and are just thirsty for more great Batman stories and have not read this, you need to look it up. Paradox Press, that's gone by the wayside. Garcia Lopez, perhaps. Anyway, that is Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, Part 1 and 2 by Stephen Grant and Mike Zeck. Such an amazing series. I absolutely love Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. It's so much fun to see Mike Zeck draw Batman. He does a great Batman, as is no surprise to anyone, I would think. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit like, share my content, and I'll bring you some more later. Alright, thanks guys.